So hey what's up guys, Box here and welcome back to another MotoGP 2020 mod video, and this time we are going to be checking out the brand new skin that's been released for MotoGP 19, and it is the Suzuki 2020 mod. So this is a separate mod to the MotoGP 2020 season mod. It's actually like an add-on you can use on side by side, so that's what I've done here. We've got the MotoGP 2020 mod installed as well as this Suzuki 2020 skin, and what we're going to be doing, we're going to be heading in as a race as Alex Rins, and we're going to head to the French Grand Prix at Le Mans to do a 7-lap race. So let's head down to the circuit and see what this new MotoGP bike looks like. Right then, we are down on the grid. We need to choose our tyre, so I'm going to go for a medium front and a hard rear, I think, because it's 7 laps around here. That extra lap compared to a normal race, which is usually about 6 laps, we might need that extra bit of tyre life on the rear. So as you can see there, take a look at the Suzuki, and we're going to head out on track then. So we actually, the only no one in the top 6 is a hard tyre, so maybe we didn't need it, but I'm just playing it cautious. Valentino, Rossi on pole position, but more importantly, let's take a look at our Suzuki. We're at the back of the grid, and you know what? It looks pretty nice. Yeah, I like it. The mod has done a really good job by the looks of it. So let's see what we can do then, see if we can do this lovely looking bike justice. So let's head into turn 1 very cautiously. It's tricky turn 1 and 2, and then you come up the hill into 3 and 4. Trying to weave our way through the traffic, and there's Alex Marquez. We were literally side by side with him, and then he got a fantastic run through there. Oh, the KTM getting in our way when dropping down to P19, not being able to make up as many positions as I'd have liked. Onto the back of Bradley Smith then. Back for a Aprilia this season. Going around the outside there. It's not going to work for him. We're going to get sandwiched if we're not careful, trying to get underneath of Nakagami. And now still trying to get underneath of Petrucci and onto the back of Alex Marquez again. Outbrake the rookie around the outside. Ooh. Push Brad Binder a bit. Oh, Petrucci always cuts our rear tyre, and again we're challenging Alex Marquez here in a straight line. I'm going to get a screenshot for the thumbnail. Right then, getting back to the action where we're side by side with Alex Marquez, still battling for P10. Late as we can on the brakes. And we completely overcooked it on the brakes. Get back on track, Rins. Come on. Oh, we're under pressure again from the KTM. And you can see we're struggling to get the rear up to temperature. And we've drifted a little bit wide. Come on, we need to pick up our racing line again. Oh, it's not going to work around the outside there, but the rear is getting cold, you could tell. Hard on the rear wasn't a good choice. Give it a few more laps, it'll come up to temperature and it'll all come back to us, so we might go quicker towards the end. So we're on about the late race pace here at Le Mans, hopefully, but we're through the first lap. Chucking it into 3 and 4 at the top of the hill. So we need to close back down this gap that's developed to Alex Marquez. And then that'll put us on the back of a nice pack to get into the top 10. So, come on, Rins. Let's make the Suzuki work well. The Suzuki looks pretty good, actually, from testing. So, I'm excited to see what the Suzuki can do this year. Especially at the hands of Rins and now Mir as well. He's got a bit more experience in MotoGP. We're coming back on Alex Marquez, going around the outside. If we can hold it, it's not going to work. Back underneath of him, we're going to get another screenshot because this one looks a bit more exciting than just on our side. Back to it again, we're going to barge completely past Alex Marquez there. Push the rookie around. Although you think twice about pushing his brother around. And here comes Alex Marquez again late on the brakes, making that factory Honda work well to his advantage. We're getting back though. And then we can start to line up Maverick Vinales on the Yamaha. Oh no, we can't. Alex Marquez coming back at us. Can't let him push us around. The number 73 showing his worth here. Here we go. Looking underneath of Vinales. Oh, underneath of the Spaniard. And Dovi 35 flat. We do 35.8, but we are coming through the pack. Our rear tyres looking a bit more stable. It feels better as well. So this late race pace tactic might pay off for us. Just see how we get on through the middle of this race now as we start lap number 3. Make this Suzuki work. The Suzuki's really the only bike that has a new livery. So trying to battle our teammate now, Mir. Rin's obviously the more experienced rider of the Suzuki pair. But now Mir's out of his rookie season. He'll be looking to prove to the other teams that he's worthy of a seat in MotoGP. I mean, he's already got a factory ride. I know it's only Suzuki, but hopefully they can improve their performance over the course of the season. So now we're lining up a move on Espargaro. Got some good bit of slipstream here. Bit deep. Come on, bring it back on track. Always coming back at us. He's going to come up the inside. He goes through. Oh, so does Mir. And again, the Aprilia trying to come up back past us. And here's Vinales this time. Good little line out the final corner. A little bit wide, get it back on track. And now what is the gap? 35.6, 2.4 seconds up the road to Valentino Rossi. So if we put our head down on this lap, work on our race pace, we might be able to close the gap. Come on. Need to break away from Vinales behind. 2.9 seconds is the gap. Not a brilliant first sector. Nice little run into turn 7. Hit the bike up, get it nice and smooth. Power application onto this little straight here, and now brake in just before the DHL board. Get it turned in. 2.1 seconds is the gap. That's better through there. Again, nice and smooth on the power. Little lift from the front wheel on this straight. It's a good opportunity to have a look at the bike. Ooh. Remember to brake for the chicane. This time we get it all right. The thing I don't like about the Suzuki, it doesn't turn as quick as the other factory bikes do. But we're breaking free from Vinales and hunting down his teammate, who's actually fighting Marquez at the minute. So when we end this lap, we've got 3 laps to go. I think we might be able to close them down. We're definitely closing them down a bit. Crush over 35 flat. What sort of lap time are we going to do? 34.7, 3 tenths quicker, and Crutchlow's going with Dovi. This could be an interesting end to the race. We are quickest man out on track, and we're only going to get quicker, I think. The good thing about going for the harder rear is that it's not going to overheat on us. Usually at this point in the race we're starting to struggle with the rear tyre. It's overheating, causing us to slip it up a bit, lose traction, but this time it's staying lovely and cool, and we can really lean on it. Like, it's now starting to get into its optimum temperature. And this late race pace strategy is paying off. Here we go. Come on, we're closing in on the front pack. I don't think we'll get first or second, but we might be able to clear these and grab ourselves a podium from Quartararo and Morbidelli. So this could be interesting. Let's go. Come on. Morbidelli and Quartararo battling it out. But then these 4 up the road are right behind them, so this could be a 5-way battle for the last step on the podium. Who knows, maybe Crutchlow will be able to get Dovi. I can't hit that apex at turn 12. It's killing me. Oh, look at this, we close right in. The Suzuki's working a treat as we slam it underneath of Valentino Rossi, trying to stick it in his slipstream. 35 flat. I reckon we'd have got another fastest lap of the race if we didn't clip the back of Valentino, but here we go. On the brakes into 3 and 4. That is deep. That is really, really deep. Come on, get back on track. I'm going to close down the gap. 0.8 of a second. They're starting to get away, but we're going to reel them on back in. The late Suzuki race pace. Brilliant idea to put hard in the rear. I didn't think it was going to pay off, but it's coming to us. The bike is coming to us right on the outside of Marquez. We're just slicing through the pack like butter now. Oh, Marquez trying to shove it up the inside, but we're covering him off. Let's go, Morbidelli. Gonna get him. Oh, they're still battling with each other, these two Petronas. Yamaha riders. Clipping the back of Quartararo. Get the bike flicked over. Marquez came in too hot there. And we come on to the final lap, so it's all going to come down to this. Morbidelli's out to prove a point in 2020. He's been completely shadowed by Quartararo. Now his chance to beat him, get a podium. But not if I could do something to stop it. Oh, I lost the rear and it chucked us up the inside of Quartararo, and it actually paid off. Side by side with the Frenchman at his home Grand Prix. Morbidelli's getting away, come on. That's better at the top of the hill. Much better. We could actually do this. Come on, it's all come down to this final lap. This has been an absolutely thrilling race. Look at that rear just gripping up lovely. A little bit wide at turn 7, but we're going to be able to pull it back down, straighten the bike up earlier than Morbidelli, and get good acceleration. Here we go. We're going to be lining it up for the next straight. I'm going to get right in his slipstream. And we all know the Yamaha struggles in a straight line, but our acceleration and traction is just so good. I'll say that. Pop a little wheelie. This M1 is holding on at the end of the straight. We go underneath at turn 9, a little bit deep. He's back through. Oh, it's going to come down to the final corner. Can we get Morbidelli? No pressure. It's building into a slingshot into the final 2 corners. It can be done. Oh, too hot, way too hot. Out the final corner. Oh, it's going to be neck and neck. Come on. Oh, the Suzuki just couldn't put the power down. I made a little mistake entering the second, well, the penultimate corner, and then the final corner. But a good race, and Franco Morbidelli deserved it, thoroughly deserved it. So a good little race here for this brand new Suzuki. What a lovely bike as well, and skin and mod. So make sure you download the mod will be in the description. But if you guys have enjoyed, remember to smash the like button, share it around with friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more. So I'll see you guys in the next one.